And those who are broken but a shade of those broken ruins. It's a fleeting of life. 1 second it's with you, and the next it's out the door. Out that door to be sliced by the dagger content in the dagger ruin and lost the broken ruins. But that's the thing about ruins. Apollo! Have you finished cleaning the toilet yet?
Including spending the whole morning as a defense lawyer cleaning the toilet.
Come on, Apollo. Mr. Wright said if we could go if we cleaned up really fast.
Mr. Wright said that there's a chance we could go if we cleaned up extra fast.
And knowing Mr. Wright, that could mean many things.
Plus, it's just another one of Trucy's magic shows.
Excuse you! Did you just call another one of Trucy's magic shows? This is big, huge, life-changing. This is her big day, being up on the big stage. That's not just another one of her shows, Apollo.
Fine. Have you bought her Charlie?
Of course I have. In fact, the only one who hasn't finished his share is you, Buster.
Excuse me, Princess, for wanting to actually defend someone. Really, though, I haven't had a case in a long while.
Mommy!
Hey, Trucy. Ready for your big day?
Oh, now you admit it's his big day when she's around. Huh?
Nothing. It's fine.
Okay, but yeah, Daddy said he's really excited too. We all are, Trucy. This is gonna be great.
Yeah, Miss Magic Underwear will be a real killer.
Magic panties, Polly. I have you know that I've graduated from that trick.
You've certainly used it a lot for the past few months.
Anyway, you guys are going to love this. I've got tons of new tricks to show off.
And these are better than the magic underwear, then?
That was amateur work. This is the big stuff. Especially now that I have the grimoire rights.
Grimoire rights? Okay, just looking at the profiles. Pretty good. Okay.
Daddy came up to me back before Athena joined the office. He said,
"For being such an amazing and wonderful all-around beautiful daughter, here you go." Okay, just looking at the profiles. Pretty good. Okay.
Daddy came up to me back before Athena joined the office. He said,
"For being such an amazing and wonderful all-around beautiful daughter, here you go."
I wasn't allowed to open it, of course.
I was there, actually. And that's definitely not what he said.
But then he told me not to open it until the time was right. He gave you an envelope that you couldn't open? Well, yeah, but now that I'm 17, I opened the envelope and the grimoire rights were inside.
The grimoire rights were inside?
Apollo! Rude much?
Sorry!
Open. Well, yeah, but now that I'm 17, I opened the envelope and the grimoire rights were inside.
The grimoire rights were inside?
Apollo! Rude much?
Sorry! In the future, I'll let Trucy slowly narrate the story for us.
Anyway, as I was saying, the grimoire rights were inside. Yay, go Trucy!
Of course, you get excited for her. I see how it is.
I wasn't really sure what he meant about the time being right, but so I decided to wait about 2 years.
Decisive.
After that, I rented out a big theater to perform my first show as a grimoire magician. We booked every seat out. Oh, that's good. How many people does it seat? Oh, about 400 or so.
400?
I told you it was a big deal, Apollo.
For the tiny Wonder Bar shows.
How's the fact that I'm an expert like with you yet, Polly?
You're in high school. Excuse me for not looking at you as a masterful magician.
The show starts tonight.
Shouldn't you be getting prepared for it or something?
Don't worry, Polly. A girl wonder is never late, nor is she early. She arrives precisely when she means to.
Precisely meaning
now. Wait, Trucy! You're going to give Apollo and I tickets for the show, right? I gave your tickets to Daddy, you remember?
That way you only get to come if you're good.
Sometimes I wonder if Tracy realizes that we are her elders. Do we even get backstage passes?
You won't need those. I'm sure you'll just be recognized or something. And if all else fails, there are other means to get us backstage.
Athena, no.
Anyway, I need to get going. Practice and all, you know.
Good luck, Tracy.
Thanks, Athena. You two be good now.
All right, Apollo.
Get your butt in action.
I'd quite like my butt on the couch, actually.
No slacking off. We're working in overdrive to get those tickets. I'm pooped.
It doesn't help that you've worked us for 4 hours.
The office is sparkly clean now. I think I'll take a nap.
Me first!
Oh, it's on, Apollo.
Stop! You two! Hi, kids. Guess who's back? Why are you two on top of each other? Why are you two on top of each other?
It's not what it looks like.
Right, so I can ask what it is, or is that a secret? First things first, get off me, Athena!
Oh, right.
I'd rather see the office is clean, at least. Unlike you, Mr. Wright. What happened to that striped blue suit and vest? Wondering about the get-up, Apollo? No! It's alright. If I were you, I'd be wondering about the hobo clothes, too. I've actually been quite busy these past couple of months. The aftermath of that whole escapade a few months ago has led to some serious questions. Questions? About our legal system. The jury system, bench trials, evidence forging. None of it has been forgotten about. Right. So what does this have to do with your clothes? Oh, that? Edgeworth and I have been flying around the world studying justice systems, as well as doing some professional stuff back home. We just got back from Germany, and well, I guess it's just easier to wear this than a suit. I mean, as you cruise on a gondola down the Rhine, stargazing. Edgeworth knows more about astronomy than you think. How about a new conversational topic? The legal system is a complicated thing, filled with lots of contradictions. Exactly. Care about. Of course, a better example is what kind of stuff to me. Ace attorney. Oh, we have a while till the show starts. Wait up a sec.
Welcome, one and all, to Gemini Theater.
Don't trip over that
The guy's dog. To the great and revival.
Are we almost there?
Here we are, our majestic seats.
Get your foot out of my face. And starring your hostess, the magnificent, the fantastic. Here we are,
Nice and settled.
the great Tracy Grimoire. Psst, pass the popcorn. Hush, this is the best part.
For my next trick, I shall quite literally cut a man in half.
Wow.
For my next trick, I shall quite literally cut a man in half. Huh? That's supposed to happen. That's supposed to happen. Daddy? No! Stop it! What was that?
I'm not sure. Something bad just happened. I can sense it. And Tracy's right in the middle of it. Okay.
Something bad just happened. We need to find Tracy ASAP.
Agreed. It's empty. No clues. staunch supporter of the EU. What was that? Is Trucy crying?
I think I heard something.
Me too. Trucy? Trucy! Thank God! I was so worried. What was that? Is Trucy crying? In all my time at the right anything agency, I've never seen her cry.
What's wrong, Apollo?
It's nothing. Trucy, please tell me and Athena what's up. You can't just shut us out. We both know something happened on the stage that wasn't supposed to. That scream. Please, just tell us what happened.
Does it look like this is going anywhere anytime soon?
Can you at least tell us where Mr. Wright is? Pardon?
I don't know where Daddy is right now. Sorry.
My bracelet reacted. Is Trucy lying to me?
Apollo,
Huh?
Snap out of it.
you just sort of spaced out. What's up?
My bracelet. Trucy was lying.
Wait, what? Why?
I don't know, but I'm going to find out. If I just visit my bracelet, then I can find her too.
I don't know where Daddy is.
Gotcha! Sorry, Trucy, but trying to lie to me is a waste of time. We both have the same ability. Right when you said where Daddy is, you twitched your left arm. You know where he is, don't you? Time to get some answers.
Daddy.
I think I understand what's going on now. Mr. Wright, he was in that box, wasn't he?
No way. I didn't. I killed him.
No.
I didn't mean to, Polly. It was an accident. It wasn't meant to miss him. He's dead.
Things became a blur. I thought of Mr. Wright, my boss, the man who had survived being hit by a car. The thought of his death was like being hit by a car myself. I wanted to wake up to escape from his hellish nightmare, but I couldn't. I realized I had gone into a daze, and when I came to my senses, Trucy and Athena were talking.
It's going to be okay, Trucy. You may feel like your world is collapsing, but there's a light at the end of the tunnel.
I have to admit, this trying to convince Trucy, and this whole trial might be thrown out of... Honor in the court! And Mr. Justice. Yes, Your Honor. I believe we come to the end. There aren't any more twists, turns, or big reveals. Either you prove that Project Caster is the culprit now, or I have no choice but to declare Trucy Wright guilty. I understand, Your Honor. Victory. No taste has ever been or will ever be as sweet. I am untouchable, Apollo. Trick Thunder is a master. Your arrogance will be your downfall, Caster. Because just a few moments ago, you gave me all I need. Prepare to lose, Apollo, because you can't beat me. You will never beat me. You aren't going to get away with this, cat. That seemed damning. Ha! Even you admit. Objection! Mr. Wright had the locket. Or whatever else. But Mr. Wright was still wearing one thing. One thing he hid from you. His locket. But that tells us one thing for sure. He didn't know that Mr. Wright had the locket. So how did you know that the locket contained a picture of Trucy? Oh, I think I understand. The only way he could have known is if he knew the locket existed, in which case he would have made Mr. Wright remove it.
That would seem to be the case. But tell us then, Apollo Justice, how did he know of the picture?
There's only one way he could have known. If he had seen it before. I wonder he would have seen the locket. There's only one chance that Castor could have seen it. Recall that by my theory, Mr. Wright was attacked upside down. Using the locket, he scratched out the Gemini constellation. He then fell unconscious, entering a coma. There's only one chance that Castor could have seen it. Recall that by my theory, Mr. Wright was attacked upside down. Using the locket, he scratched out the Gemini constellation. He then fell unconscious, entering a comatose state, still gripping the locket! You stupid little... So when did you see it, Castor, you ask? Oh, somebody had to turn the body upright.
So that means...
Patrick Castor, there's no way out of this one. The only way you could have known what was inside the locket is by being the one who attacked Mr. Wright. This is your slander. Trucy, you told me about the locket, right? No, Delassa, it must have been you. No, but you're both grimoires. Liars, cheaters. That's all you are, cheating, conniving crooks. You told me, you must have. I knew about the locket. This is another trick, isn't it? Another grimoire trick. Grimoire. This is another trick, isn't it? Another grimoire trick. Grimoire. I didn't do it. I didn't. It seems he's bought into his own delusions. Apollo, son, how could you let them do this to you? The Lhasa abandoned you. Left you in an orphanage to rot like a little whelp. What happened to him was justice. Justice for the crimes of the Grimoire clan. They used me, made me fall in love to steal my tricks, and they killed me. The daughter, Trucy, her father's death is penance for her family's crimes. Justice! All I did, I brought the justice upon the Grimoire clan!
He did not.
Objection! Justice? You've got to be kidding me. You didn't serve justice, Castor. Far from it. I can justify the actions of the Grimoire clan more than anyone else. But what you did, Castor, to concoct such an evil scheme to frame Trucy for trying to kill her own adopted father. You only proved yourself to be on their level too, Castor. Justice isn't about revenge. It's about protecting those who can't protect themselves. That's why I became a lawyer. Yes, our system is broken in many ways, but it's up to us to make things right. It's up to us to trust in justice. No, you got it all wrong. The Grimoires, I'm not like them. Me, I'm the victim. Me. I'm not like them. No, son, you betrayed me. You're just another Grimoire. No, it's not fair. I was free. I had my own theater, a new life. I was free. But then she showed up. Why don't you understand? For years I ruminated, thought of all the ways to bring justice, and fate brought them to me. I'm not like them, justice. You simply don't. You, my son, I'm not like them. You, my flesh and blood, betraying me for them. You talked about my... Yes, Apollo Grimoire is all you are. No!
And so, you see, That is why I never mentioned unlock its contents. Oh! Wow! Oh, wow!
Miss Von Karma, any update on Patrick and Castor's condition?
He's blabbing incoherently, Your Honor. However, he seems to have acknowledged that the details of the defense's theories are correct. It seems that the defense was correct in Patrick Castor's theory to blame Trucy. Despite the lack of evidence regarding this plan, these proceedings have been more than enough for me to convict him at his own trial. That's it then. It's over. It's finally over.
Very well then. Before we end this trial formally, however, Mr. Justice.
Yes, Your Honor.
I have watched you grow throughout your time as a fledgling lawyer, from your time as Mr. Kevin's protege to your time with Mr. Wright and Miss Sykes. You performed admirably today. Phoenix Wright would be proud.
Thanks, Your Honor.
Today only further revealed to me the need to reform in our justice system. I am by law an imperial emperor, and I even shudder when I see the system protecting criminals. And yet I am confident.
Confident, Your Honor?
Because of you, Mr. Justice. I know that the legal system is in the hands of youths like you, and I know that you will never stop fighting to make sure its future is bright.
Yes, Your Honor.
Anyhow, enough of an old man's rambling. This has certainly gone long enough. This court finds the defendant, Miss Trucy Wright, not guilty.
Yeah, baby!
Yeah, baby! Yeah, baby! Woo!
The court is adjourned. Oh, and Miss Wright,
Yes, Your Honor.
I hope that your father has a speedy recovery.
Thank you, Your Honor. From the bottom of my heart. Thank you, Your Honor. From the bottom of my heart. Apollo! You freaking did it, Apollo!
Yeah, I guess I did.
Woo! We freaking did it! Yeah! I am celebration. Sorry, we're just still doing. Hello.
Yeah, I guess I did.
Woo! We freaking did it! Yeah! I am celebration. Sorry, we're just still dealing with a technical malfunction from earlier.
It's fine. We really did it, didn't we? Trucy's safe. I'm just glad we managed to catch the real culprit behind it all. My father. I know that must have been horrible for you, Apollo. But finding out that your father. It's okay, Athena. It's over now. I know. I think about what would have happened if Castor got away with it. And Yeah, he was so close, too. After all, he knew exactly how to play the system. Without the final message and a few saves from Von Karma.
Polly! Athena!
Trucy! Oh, shoot, I'm starting to cry already.
Don't cry, Apollo.
I'm sorry, Trucy. It's just, I'm so glad you're okay.
Oh, you and all you and Athena. In there, it was all so scary.
No one should have ever gone through what Castor did to you, Trucy. That was just pure evil. And you were so brave despite it all.
But everything he said about the grimoires. Maybe the grimoire miracle really is tainted. What?
Trucy, after everything I learned today, I think I can say definitely your family doesn't define you. What the grimoires did in the past doesn't define who you are, Trucy. Just like my own father can't define who I am. It's up to you to make sure the grimoire miracle is used only to help people.
You're right, Polly. I won't let you down. You are my big brother, after all. That means I'm gonna work extra hard to live up to what you want from me.
I'm already proud as can be, Trucy. And I'm just so glad to have you as a sister.
But Polly, I love you, big brother. Let it all out. I don't judge.
Thanks, Trucy. I love you too. Speaking of family, I just hope that boss is going to be okay.
Yeah, me too. He's still comatose.
Let it all out. I don't judge.
Thanks, Jersey. I love you too.
Speaking of family, I just hope that boss is going to be okay.
Yeah, me too. He's still comatose after all.
Jane, what are you doing here? Trucy, I am so sorry. I never should have testified against you like I did and stuff. And I shouldn't have hated you like I did. Aw, Jane. After everything you did to help me find my lucky choker, and then testifying against you, you held on to your promise for so long. And I've always wanted what you had, Trucy, to be a successful and popular stage performer. But I didn't have any right to hate you just because of what I didn't. Jane, why didn't you tell me? For my next performance, you're gonna have a lead role. You'll be my co-star in bringing back the Grimoire Miracle. Really? You mean it? Of course I do.
Jersey, I'll never not be amazed
So much.
Thalassa! Faster. Maybe he had forgotten.
Right, Paul said on my own. And both he knew the function.
Thanks, guys.
I began to lose my way. I allowed my own past to blind me, and I began to revert to my past ways. I fought with the dirty tactics to try and convict the defendant because of how I felt about her mother. Does that remind any of you?
Castor!
It was then I realized if I was to run a perfect case, then that meant I could not abuse the justice system. In the end, you and I differ on our beliefs as lawyers. But together, that's how we found justice.
I don't know what to say.
No matter. I bring good news.
Huh? What's this about?
You worked a miracle, Apollo Justice. Phoenix Wright is awake.
He's awake! We rushed over to Hickfield Clinic, where we had to wait hours to see Mr. Wright. He was awake and ready to see us, but the doctors wanted him to rest and ensure he was okay. He asked for his locket back, though. Funny that he should ask for the evidence back that saved Trucy. I provided it, of course, but we still had to wait. I was on the edge of my seat. If anything, it was a testament to the number of lives Mr. Wright had touched. Former defendants, friends, past rivals, all there because he had touched their lives in some way. Finally, come morning.
Daddy!
Baby! Oh, honey.
Daddy! I'm so glad you're okay.
I know, Jersey. I know. I'm so sorry. I just wish I could have been there for you.
It's okay, Daddy. Apollo saved me. I thought it was me who made this happen. And I thought...
It's okay, baby doll. Daddy's here.
But Apollo and Athena never quit on me. At my darkest moment when I felt like I was the one. They were there for me. They would never leave me behind no matter what. We're so lucky to have them, Daddy. Not only at our agency, but his family too. And I guess now Apollo is your stepson, technically. Go figure.
Great! Now I'm over here bawling like a baby.
I'm so glad you're okay, boss.
Yeah. I'm still getting adjusted to the nearly cut in half life. Can you believe there isn't a support group for cut in half victims?
Apollo did amazing, boss. I wish you could have been there to see him.
Oh, the trial? I saw it. I had the nurses put on the recording for me overnight. Since they were instant that I rest and all. You did well, Apollo. Although Francisca was much less whip-happy than I remember her.
Your apprentice is much less of a fool than you are.
As chipper as ever, Francisca.
It would not have been acceptable to lose you, Phoenix Wright. I am yet to defeat you head-to-head in court, after all.
Maybe someday, Francisca. You'll have to get Edgeworth to assign you an easy case. Not that I won't still have a shot at turning it around.
Oh, I would have been better off if you had stayed this pod for good.
You knew you weren't getting rid of me that easy.
I'd whip you if you weren't so terribly injured, Phoenix Wright.
Wow, Mr. Wright really does have a lot of history with her, doesn't he? Speaking of Edgeworth, though, he'd be proud of what you did at the end of the trial. I guess maybe you've started to understand what drives him, his definition of justice.
My little brother is a salt, weak fool of a prosecutor. But perhaps I did not wish to see a guilty man walk free on my account. Do not be deceived. I will not be as soft and weak and focused on the truth as I am Von Karma, and I will be imperfect. I will prosecute perfect cases.
Well, regardless, thank you, Miss Von Karma. I really mean it. I couldn't have done it without you. We owe you. Me, Athena, Mr. Wright, and Trucy, too.
Fool.
Guess it wouldn't be like her to not whip me one last time. Oh, wow. Thalassa took her shawl off.
I am glad you are all right, Phoenix.
Sorry about all this, Thalassa. I know that reveal wasn't exactly as easy as we were planning.
You are funny as ever, Phoenix. I am just happy to have the light back in my life. In more ways than one.
So, does it mean I get to have a mommy and a daddy now?
Uh-oh. 5 minutes in and she's already trying to set them up.
That sounds like a plan to me.
I need some time. I've got a minor health thing to do with first.
So, does it mean I get to have a mommy and a daddy now?
Uh-oh. 5 minutes in and she's already trying to set them up.
That sounds like a plan to me.
I need some time. I've got a minor health thing to do with first. But seriously, I'm so glad you're okay, Trucy. I can only imagine how scared you must have been. And I couldn't be there.
It's okay, Daddy. I had Apollo and Athena there for me the entire time.
I knew what I was doing when I hired them both. I owe you two more than I could ever hope to give.
Aw, boss.
But on that note, could Apollo and I have the room, please? Oh, and once Apollo leaves, there's a certain odd purple-robed medium and a frilly prosecutor I'd like to see.
I'll let them know, Daddy.
Thanks, sweetheart. Love you. What's this about? Hey, Apollo. Yes, Mr. Wright? You did good yesterday. No jokes intended. I owe you more than I can ever hope to repay. When Patrick Castor tricked me into getting that box upside down, and I realized he was going to suffocate me, I was scared, Apollo. I hadn't even thought about how terrifying that must have been. I was just so occupied with everything else. But at the same time, I wasn't. Wasn't scared? You know why I wasn't, don't you? Because he means what I realized earlier, doesn't he? Because you trusted in me, Mr. Wright, right? I knew you'd figure it out. I remember my last thought before I went under. Trucy is in good hands. I can't. How much water do you have in those eyes? Sorry, Mr. Wright. How much water do you have in those Anyway, I owe you some answers, Apollo. About what? About the way I treated you when we first met. Is he talking about the forged ace? The naughty magician's trick. When Trucy gave me the forged ace that we pinned Mr. Gavin with, I punched Mr. Wright over that. I just couldn't bring myself to believe that he had fallen so far. Even so, that was a long time ago. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm referring to. How does he do that? Apollo, I used you. You don't have to. No, I do. I used you, Apollo. After 7 years of chasing down Christoph Gavin, Trucy and I gave you a piece of forged evidence to pin him down. Jeez, don't remind me. And so was your introduction into the legal world. A man who believed the law is absolute, and one who bent the law in order to stop the other. We were your mentors, two evidence forgers locked in battle. Your definition of justice spawned out of the clash of our two ideals. I'm not proud of what I did, Apollo, but I did the only thing I knew to do to beat Christoph Gavin. I played his game by his rules, and the only way I knew to do it was with an ace up my sleeve. That's right! Decisive evidence is all that matters. The point of the jury system was to fix that, but that got overturned. Without it, there would have been no way to take Christoph Gavin down in the end. And just like Christoph Gavin, Castor knew how to play the system. And so we needed an ace. That's why you scratched the mark in the box, isn't it? You knew I needed something decisive to beat him. I figured you'd need it. Obviously, I had no idea who he really was or what his motivations were. But I figured Trucy would get blamed and you needed decisive evidence to save her. Yeah, thankfully, Castor made sure not to leave behind any incriminating evidence. But why are you telling me all this about Christoph now? I mean, it's been years. Because, Apollo, you're different than me. What? I know you doubted Trucy, Apollo. No, don't apologize. I did that to you, Apollo, by tricking you into using the forged ace, by using you in my battle against Christoph. I failed to teach you how to have faith in your clients to reach the truth, even if it was Trucy or Athena. Mr. Wright, he's not wrong. I doubted Trucy's innocence like I did Athena's. But I'm sorry, Apollo. I'm not the man I once was. Mr. Wright, Castor may be my father, but he'll never be my dad. Apollo, really, it's okay. Today, I've learned a lot about forgiveness. There's no use in living in the past. I forgive you, Mr. Wright. Apollo! You're right, Mr. Wright. I can't put the same faith in my client that you can't in order to reach the truth. I learned to trust the evidence and testimony and to use it to reach the truth no matter what. I became a defense attorney so that I could protect people. But unlike you, I can't help but doubt those I'm trying to help, even if I trust them with my life. And you know what? That's okay, Mr. Wright, because I realized my definition of justice yesterday. Yeah? I may not be able to believe in my clients to find the truth, but I know I can trust in justice to get me there. As long as I keep fighting to protect those in need, I trust that I'll find the justice they deserve. That is my definition of justice, Mr. Wright. And if the justice system fails me like it did for you years ago, then it's up to me to change it. Yes, it was wrong for you and Trucy to give me a forged card, but doing so was your only option. You were forced to do an injustice by a broken system. Today, a guilty man played that system to its max. Because right now, the justice system isn't just. I've seen too many guilty people nearly evade justice and too many innocent ones nearly denied it. The system is broken, easy to twist, manipulate, and abuse in all the wrong ways. As lawyers, we have to fight for our clients and find the truth. But sometimes the system stands in the way. So how do we find justice in an inherently unjust system? Well, I think I've realized something. Recently, everyone's been talking about their own definitions of justice. Yours, mine, Athena's, Miss Von Karma's, Detective Bell, the judge. Justice is different. Justice is what we make of it. Lawyers, prosecutors, detectives, judges. Justice is different for each of us. Of course, there's unjust definitions of justice, Castor being a prime example. But some of us see justice as a way of finding the truth. It's those ways of defining justice that I think we can bring together to build a better system. It's up to us to fight to make the justice system work for everyone. And when something's broken, we fight like hell to make it right. It's up to us to create a system that punishes the guilty and defends the innocent. That is what I plan to trust in. Justice. Bringing justice for those who deserve it, no matter what. Even if I gotta change the system to do it. I'm proud, Apollo. I'm so unbelievably proud of you. Today in the trial, you discovered what it means that being a defense attorney means to you. I don't have anything more than I can teach you. You discovered your own path, and it's up to you to walk it. Just know this. When you're out there fighting to make our legal system right, I'll be right there fighting alongside you. Yay! My name is Apollo Justice, and I'm a defense attorney. Today, I discovered how I define justice. To trust in justice. It's a pretty cool creed, don't you think?
It's pretty flashy, I'll give you that.
Well, anyway, I learned something else important today, too. The legal system is filled with flaws and contradictions, that's true. But it's up to those of us who believe in justice to make it right. Because only by fighting for our own definition to justice can we truly achieve a new, bright age of law. Some might say it's a platitude that after the dark comes the dawn. But I think I've realized what that really means. Because when we face our darkest moments and all seems ruined beyond repair, that's when the light comes. Because it's out of that darkness that comes hope. And hope, well... hope is why an attorney never quits. Oh, my baby. Anyway, I gotta get going. There's a legal system to fix, and I better get started now. Look out, world.